Well, it was Pokemon Presents Day today, and boy, we got a lot of stuff going on, but specifically with Pokemon Legends EA, let me just share some of my thoughts at least. So very interesting and something that I kind of discussed before, but it looks like all the footage going forward is going to be using Nintendo Switch 2. And yeah, a good thing because it looks so much better. Of course, the game will be releasing for both Switch 1 and Switch 2, but I'm going to be playing it on the new console. We get introduced to some of the new characters, or at least we're shown them. They're broken down a little more in a later trailer, and currently I'm waiting on the website to update to give us more information, and I'll make a different video discussing the characters themselves, but I like the look of them so far. We do find out that the friend group that's meeting inside of AZ's hotel is called Team MZ. The point is that they're doing a good job making everything feel a lot more alive. And on top of that, we see Mabel return. This was a character who was in the original X and Y and was a part of Team Flare, as you can tell by the logo on the gamer chair. But like I said, once we get more information, then we can start theory crafting. But already having yet another familiar face is pretty interesting. We do at least know that she's going to basically be the professor and the one that we report back to with research. So given a character that I think a lot of people would forget a much more important role in this game is really interesting. Then we get a look at the character customization, and I am extremely happy that, yeah, it looks very, very detailed. With Pokemon Legends Arceus, yeah, that one had character customization, but it wasn't as deep and as detailed as the other core games. And then with Scarlet and Violet, aside from the physical features, the clothing almost felt, non-existent. Now, obviously, being inside Lumio City, it makes a lot more sense for there to be so many more options. And just all the ways that you can customize your character and just how different they all look, like they almost look like they're not even from the same base, and I think that's a really good thing. I'm just hoping to actually have a hairstyle that fits me this time around. We get more footage of the battles taking place at night, and we're also introduced to the Rust Syndicate, led by this guy named Corbeau. It kind of looks like an evil team though, just the fact that we see him specializing in poison type Pokemon, and the way that it has an actual building, it almost gave me the impression that this was something like a gym, which I know we won't be seeing in this game. The main focus is going to be like the main tournament going on, but I think it could be possible we see 4 more characters like this, 5 total, 1 for each section of Lumio City. Just a thought for now, but I really do like this design, and again, we'll go deeper later. Emma is also back, as we know from the box art, and it seems like she is going to introduce us to the concept of Mega Evolution and at least the conflict that's going on, where a lot of wild Pokemon are Mega Evolving on their own and causing trouble. Also, she's acquainted with AZ, as we see here. And we also get a look at some of the rogue Mega Pokemon, which again seem like Pokemon that are going to be causing trouble, not necessarily the Alpha Pokemon, because there is something else that seems similar to that, some wild Pokemon with glowing eyes that don't have Mega Evolutions as far as we know, but the rogue Mega Pokemon are going to have like this pink glowing effect all around them, and it kind of seems like we have something like a raid battle. I don't know if this will be co-op, because for the moment we just see the characters from the story, but I think that's a fun idea, especially with the new battle system. And I didn't really pick up on it before, but it seems like there's kind of this dome of like the area that you can battle in, and you kind of can't escape it, and that is obviously something that's going to happen with all the trainer battles, and I just don't know why I didn't mention it, or it didn't really occur to me before. But hey, we also get the introduction of Mega Dragonite, and I think it's kind of cool. It definitely looks goofy, and honestly Dragonite looked goofy before, but the idea of it incorporating ideas of Dragonair into the final design is also a fun idea, because you see the wings coming from the head and just like jutting out and being huge, and then the tail gets even longer and it has the pearl at the end. So I think it's a nice way to tie in the evolution line all together, though this definitely isn't the design that I would have thought of. I might have also made the wings on the back bigger, which it still has, but for now, yeah, it definitely does look like a big yellow Dragonair. Overall, I am really happy with this trailer. We get a main one and then like a longer breakdown as well, and I kind of brought up things from both of those, and like I said, I'll discuss the story later, but I think it was a good trailer to have. I don't know if we'll get another one in August, because normally the August trailers tend to focus on competitive stuff, and I don't think Legends EA is going to have a whole lot to tie into that. Maybe we could see another Mega Evolution, something that they could really keep in the pocket and release every month, but who knows. For now, things are getting really interesting. Again, I'm liking the look of the game so far, seeing how it all comes together with a lot of the mechanics, and then starting to build even more of the groundwork for theories later. So let me know what you think of the trailer and the presentation. I think it was neat, though I do kind of think that the main trailer could have been a little longer. I definitely would have preferred like a 3-minute main trailer, and then maybe like a 6-minute breakdown, so I can only hope that we see even more soon. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll continue all this discussion later, because it's going to be a full week of Pokemon Legends EA and just, Pokemon in general stuff. Thank you to every channel member for your continued support, including the Great Gators, Alex with Shiny Hunts, Shash, Cosmo Zero, Tyler Hopper, Lockadox, Koi 13, Cemetery Hill, Cheez It 62, Gator Kid 509, TF, Mathaclog 947, Taijirai, Justin R, Phantom, and Quago. If you would like to support, see your name here, get access to emotes for comments, live streams, and sometimes early videos, as well as a members podcast, you can become a channel member today. You can also follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky as well for more memes. Anyway, this is Gatorex, and I'll catch you all later.
Two worlds collide. Powerful Pokemon shape the future. Pokemon trading card game XY. Fates collide. In stores now. Each booster pack of 10 cards sold separately. Cards vary by pack.